Good morning. For Traders Exclusive, this is George Kachuk with RCM Wealth Advisors, reporting to you from the CME Group trading floor in Chicago. Well, big rally in equity markets this morning. Dow's up over 200 points, Nasdaq's up over about 60 points, 67 points, S&P 500 is about 25 points. Pretty much across the board, all the indexes are up about 1%. But that's just early morning. We'll see how the day closes out. So let's take a step back. Basically, the uptrend for the most part is still intact. Basically, indexes have been moving slightly sideways to drifting downwards. So it feels like the correction's underway. Market's not getting any traction. However, there's been some pretty good positives. Namely, the small cap, the Russell 2000 index, first time closed above its 50-day moving average last week. The S&P closed below it. However, this morning it's well above it. Nasdaq pushing on to new highs. The Nasdaq 100, same thing. Dow Jones Industrials and the NYSE index also closed below their 50 days. However, this morning are up above it. And also, we're watching the transportation sector, which actually had its best close in 5 weeks last week. And this morning also has jumped above its 50-day moving average. The reason we look at these indexes, because that pretty much tells us whether risk is on or risk is off. Excuse me. So this market right now, we're seeing good rebounds being led by the industrials. You can look at the XLI, consumer discretionary stocks, the XLY, technology stocks, the SLK, and material stocks, the XLB. All very positive signs. Now, the one sector that's been really dragging over the last few weeks has been financials, the XLF. However, having very strong rebound this morning. So that's something to take a look at. If we can close, the banks and all the financials can close higher today, that may be a new up move after it's had a slight correction here over a number of weeks. So again, look towards the close of the day. Also, same with semiconductor stocks. They've also sort of kind of stalled out a little bit, but a big pop in those stocks today. So that again may be the sectors to take a look at. Healthcare is doing poorly, continues to do poorly. It's pretty much near the bottom. So that's maybe an area to avoid. So in summary, the markets may have gotten another boost up here. They're blowing off all the geopolitical news, whether it's Russia, North Korea, Syria, French elections. Market doesn't really seem to care. Sentiment surveys are showing any optimism at all, which is a good thing, meaning the market's climbing the wall of worry. But again, let's take a look how today closes and how the week closes. If we can continue to push higher in the S&P 500, this new uptrend may be on its way. Or there's also the other scenario that if we can't get any much more traction, I wouldn't be surprised if the S&P closed down to the 2300 level over the next few days, and then maybe we'd see a bounce off of that. That'd be the area it would most likely retest. So keep an open mind, a lot of positives, some negatives, but big rally today. Let's see how it closes out. A lot of strong volume in the financials and technology stocks, so that's something to keep an eye on. So as always, let price and volume be your guide. This is George Kachuk, we're RCM Wealth Advisors, reporting to you from the CME Group trading floor in Chicago, and have a great trading week.